Change is something that I have personally feared my whole life. Just going through a season of change has never been easy for me. And so, whenever I was nearing graduation and about to transition into this whole college, life, it wasn't easy because it was just so much change at one time. And so, I felt a lot of confusion and wasn't sure what to do. And so, attending a community college was a huge help for me. It was an ability to transition into adulthood kind of in a slower way and a more controlled way, it felt like. So, I think that community college is a great option for anyone beginning their college journey. So, my three main points, I'll be covering the benefits of community college and then some of the unique things that are provided that really aren't found at a big university, and tips that I have kind of picked up on that I wish I would have seen, when I was starting. So, I think the biggest benefit that I've had, and I know it's not the same for everyone else, but being close to home and having the ability to still be at home while I'm attending college has been just the biggest help. And I know it's not the same for everyone at a community college because some people move, from far away, but just not having to deal with the expenses of, living, paying for a dorm or whatever, and still having, home to fall back on has been the biggest help. And also just being kind of in a smaller setting, like a classroom. My whole high school was a really small high school, and so I was overwhelmed at the thought of having to be in a classroom with a ton of people. And so it's been great to still kind of have that small classroom feel, and to have a professor that still is able to spend time with each and every student. And then I think it's also awesome some of the classes that are provided at a community college, and that you can still explore options without having to make that your degree or, spend a ton. And you can find new special talents or whatever, whether it's like a welding class or some kind of art class. You can just take it and just, gain another skill, and you don't have to drop your major and, stress your parents out or whatever. So I think that is a big benefit and an awesome thing that's different about a community college. Some tips that I wish I would have known before starting was definitely to stay on top of everything as far as meeting with your advisor. And I know it's the same way for probably big universities too, but I was late or almost late in enrolling in my classes, and so I went to meet with my advisor, and I was expecting just to get whatever I wanted, and she was like, well, this is full and this is full, and so I didn't get the classes that I wanted. And so I wish someone would have told me, meet with your advisor as soon as possible and buy your books as early as you can, because you're going to get what you want if you do it earlier. So I think that would be the biggest tip, and also just to stay on top of your schoolwork. I know there's a lot of opportunity to take online classes and things like that, and it's easy to fall behind in that. So that is my main points, and I just think that a community college is a great way to start.